Ajá. ¿Te vas a dónde?
Listings.
Espérame, a listings, ok, y luego. Listings.
Residential.
Espérame, no le. Es que lo estoy filmando, pero no está enfocando bien.
Okay.
Listings y residential.
Yes. Sí,
Y abre este comando, ok, y luego.
Pues aquí va a meter toda la información que pide. En este caso, it's going to be a standard.
Standard. ¿Y qué otras opciones hay ahí?
Bueno, hay for sale by owner, which we don't do. Non-MLS rented, non-MLS sold. Esto si nunca sube en el MLS lo quieres meter como rented or sold. Pero cuando es un regular listing se usa standard. Type, apartment, condo, duplex, mobile, single home. Normalmente son single
home.
Okay.
En save. Okay.
The zone, pues vemos el zone map donde está.
Ajá.
Vamos a usar esta área, number 12. Zone class es el lugar del webcat.
Son rápido y no estoy. Zone class, ese que viene siendo.
Ese viene siendo del webcat, te dicen qué tipo de zona está. Si es residential, normalmente es single family 1.
Okay.
También hay single family 3, que es mixed residential.
¿Que vienen siendo cuáles?
Multifamily residence or mixed. Normalmente es una de estas.
El webcat es el que te dice que cuál de esos es.
Sí,
okay.
Déjame leer el webcat para que lo vean. Vamos a ver la dirección de aquí para...
No, pero pues este no va a ser residencial, este va a ser comercial. Pon tu dirección, por ejemplo, por decirlo. Sí lo sé usar, pero para los agentes nuevos está bien que lo vean.
Aquí dice Type R, no le pusieron
Type R, nomás es una.
Pero este... mira, aquí está Zoning R2.
Zoning R2. A eso se refiere entonces.
Sí, ahí les dice Zone Class, aquí lo vamos a poner.
Zone Class R2.
R2.
Ok.
Pues multifamily. Okay. Zoning source, because we got it from WebCAD.
Okay, WebCAD.
That's web, right here.
Ahí está WebCAD.
Flood zone, pues, is it in a flood zone? There's a map that'll tell you.
¿En dónde buscas ese mapa?
Aquí under MLS Docs.
¿MLS qué?
Documents.
Documents, ajá.
Hay uno que dice Zone Map.
Zone Map, okay.
And let's see. Flood Zone, City of Laredo Flood Zone Map.
Ok, ahí viene el City of Laredo Flood Zone Map, ahí lo abres y buscas la dirección que...
Pues realmente nomás estás viendo la área donde queda. So, tiene que buscar aquí la dirección y yo pues yo estoy para acá, para este rumbo. Sí,
en este caso tú tienes que buscar manualmente la dirección, ¿verdad? A ver si están en los soft front. Esas que están marcadas con agua son las soft fronts.
Estas son las flood zones. Yo estoy aquí en Los Hills y no está en azul, so it's not in a flood zone.
It's not in the flood zone.
It is not.
Okay. ¿Le cortamos tantito?
No más. No. Okay. Ahora sí. So, going back, we go to listings again. So, we're not in a flood zone.
No. Ok. Y lo price, pues el precio que acordaste con el cliente para listarlo, ¿verdad?
The address, pues yeah, the address. You fill in everything that's in the red R. Okay. Status, no se cambia hasta allá. When you're making it active, you bring it, le pone active.
Ok, pero ya cuando terminas de llenarlo todo.
Yeah.
Y el que sigue que es sale rent es for sale.
For sale or for rent, yes.
¿Y portfolio?
Sale. Portfolio no se requiere, pero no, honestamente no se quiere.
No, yes or no, ok.
If it's a rental, you want to put the lease fee, deposit, or utilities included. Pets allowed, yes or no, pet deposit.
Okay.
So esta información if it's a rent.
Sí, es por rento.
General information, pues aquí va a contar uno de los cuartos.
Ok, Rey, ¿cómo los cuentas? O sea, cada recámara es un cuarto.
Sí, y la sala, la cocina, nunca cuenta uno los baños.
Los baños no se cuentan.
No.
Sala, comedor, cocina, recámaras.
Yeah. Haz de cuenta, si estás viendo 3 paredes, ese es un cuarto. Ok. No, mucha gente confunde los cuartos con las recámaras.
Sí, es cierto.
So, muchas veces, por ejemplo, mi casa, it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms. Porque arriba tengo las 3 recámaras and the loft. Abajo, una recámara, cocina y sala.
Ok.
So son 7 cuartos.
Si la sala y el comedor están juntos, se cuentan como 2 cuartos, como quiera.
Uno.
Como uno.
If it's an open concept, just one.
Just one.
Yeah, si if you have a divider, entonces that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
But if it's an open concept, it's only one.
And in the case of your home, que tiene un loft arriba, el loft se cuenta, el área, common area entre las recámaras se cuenta como un cuarto o no?
Sí, porque eso es un loft.
Okay.
Yeah. So I counted that, and then the 3 bedrooms upstairs y las 3 abajo. Okay. Porque no la cocina y el comedor están separados por la pared que está ahí. So that's 1 wall, 2 walls, 3 walls. Y lo está el master bedroom. So that would be 7.
Y luego ya el número de bedrooms.
4. Maid's quarter no tiene.
Full bath,
2.
2.
Half bath, 1.
Total baths, 2.5.
No le pongo porque I don't think it recognizes 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah, no lo reconoce.
Sí.
So I cannot put 2.5. Fireplace, no. Garage, double attached. Carport, none. Approximate age, what is it, 10 years?
Eso lo puedo buscar en el webcam, ¿verdad? En el webcam dice en qué año se construyó. Okay.
Year built 2012. Aquí you don't have to answer, but I put yes.
¿Qué quiere decir actual?
Actual es el año que se construyó. Yes. Source of build, WebCAD. County Web.
Agent, bueno, ya tiene tu nombre,
Your
¿verdad?
agent, yeah. The
Leasing
company
office, Security Laredo.
Sub-agency, never.
What means sub-agency? Si alguien más, si tienes otro agente junto contigo listándolo.
Sí, exactly. So aquí si es Ray y Lulu, pues aquí le puedo poner su nombre.
Okay.
Commission, pues if you want to put, en este caso, I did 2% plus a 1% bonus, pero
pero en ese commission, ¿estás hablando del total commission o nada más para el buyer o nada más para el seller?
Only for the buyer.
Only for the buyer.
Yes.
What you offering to the buyer?
Yeah. Let's say
commercial buying off.
Yeah. If I'm offering 5%, for example, but I'm only paying 2, you put 2% here, and when we close, I make 3%.
Okay.
But right
or
here,
it could be 2.5 and 2.5 for each.
But yeah,
seller and buyer. Okay.
Yeah, but right here, commission to buying office, 2%.
Short sale. What do you mean short sale?
Short sale is when you're trying to sell the house because you can either no longer afford it and you need permission from the bank to sell at a short sale. You're going to sell it for less than what you owe on the property. That's a short sale. and you need permission from the bank.
From the bank. It's like when you are very close to a foreclosure or something like that.
Exactly. Well, foreclosure.
Or you are in default on your mortgage payment.
Yeah, they're different, but it's similar to a foreclosure.
Okay. Who's gonna tell you if it's short sale? The client?
The seller.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're already saying no, because I need to sell it because I can't afford it no more, and I owe so much, but it's really not worth that much anymore. You know, they'll let you know.
Okay.
So listing date. This comes from your listing agreement.
Limited service listing. What it means?
Okay, this right here, if it's only limited to our office, limited to limited people.
Okay.
In most cases, it's not limited. It's open to all the real estate agency or all the realtors and anybody that's licensed.
Okay. Listing date.
Listing date, expiration date, the legal description.
Which is that legal description is gonna give you the webcat again.
Yes, right here. Legal escondido, block 1, block 2.
Okay.
So and the APN GEOID, it's this one, geographic ID.
Geographic ID. From the webcat also.
From webcat. Owner, normally I just put the last name.
What if there are Mr. and Mrs.?
Which
you
one?
Put both names?
Yeah, like for example, me and my wife. I Vice. And
first the last name.
Just the last name, and Ventura.
Oh.
Because she hasn't changed her name, so I put Vice and Ventura. And whoever pulls up the webcat is gonna get your name. Oh, Raimundo Vice Jr., Karina Ventura. So they have to know where to go find this information.
But you put only the last names.
Yeah, because why? You don't want to give too much information.
Owner type.
In this case, I was a realtor agent owned.
Okay.
But most of the times, you're gonna use it's either owner, or if it's an investor that they don't live there and they're selling the property, you can use
investor or contractor if it's a new house.
If it's a new house.
A builder, I'm sorry,
Yes.
builder on the top. Okay.
Correct. So if you're working with
government owned is when it's a foreclosure or something like that?
Yes, correct. Bank owned, REOs, VA foreclosures.
What is REO?
That's foreclosure.
Foreclosure.
Yes.
Okay, and HUD?
HUD is also a different part of the HUD homes that are being sold because they're foreclosed on as well.
Okay.
For HUD and all these, I think you need to join a program so you could get HUD listings. But let's just say right now, we're just going to keep it simple.
What about VA foreclosure? What's the difference?
The same thing. VA's finance, but if they don't pay, the VA could foreclose on the home and you get those and put it as a VA foreclosure.
Who's gonna give you that information? The client, the owner of the house?
No, I believe you have to enroll with VA and HUD, so you could get listings from them.
Oh, I see.
So they could send you, okay, we're foreclosing on this house, help us sell it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, lot size.
More phone and phone. Okay. Lot size.
Never
square feet.
never put phone numbers.
No.
You're gonna just open it up to where other agents could contact your client.
I see.
And it starts becoming messy.
Okay.
Lot size.
Good advice.
Lot size, we get it also again
from the webcat.
Source, webcat.
Okay.
I'm sorry. First floor, you put the square footage.
From the webcat also.
Webcat also.
Yeah, you can find that information in webcat
right
also.
Here, 1230, 1324. Second floor, other living, non-main living areas. Let's say you have a little casita in the back, an apartment, but it's not part of the living area.
It has to be an enclosed area, or it can be a porch in the front or porch in the back?
No, you don't consider a porch living area.
Okay, no, living area is when they have air conditioning. Only.
Some type of enclosure where it's livable. Total estimate was you put the total square footage. Source, webcat again. If it doesn't have an R, we don't put anything. The subdivision.
Plat book, what it means?
That's usually where it's registered with the county, but we don't have all that information. Or do we?
Well, it's not necessary to put that information because it's not in red.
Here it is in case, volume 4358, page 880, instrument.
Oh, I see.
But it doesn't
where it was platted.
Yes, but it doesn't have that, it doesn't require an R.
Okay.
Subdivision, back to the webcam.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to tell you right here, Escondido.
Yeah. Escondido block.
Yeah. No, right here the subdivision would just be Escondido.
Uh-huh.
School district, this one's UISD.
How do you know that?
Because you could always look up the address on UISD, and it'll tell you which schools pertain to your area.
Where can you find that information? What school district serves the area?
Most of the time, the seller should be able to tell you what school district they live in.
United,
Yeah.
ISD,
United
and
ISD.
then.
So, you want to pause? Bye bye.
Let me put it.
Okay, so
Okay.
right here, if you know that it's a UISD, LISD does not give you this option, but UISD does. You go to find your school.
Find your school.
Yes, in UISD, and right here, you type in your address.
The address of the property.
Yes, 5302 Los Hills. And there it tells you. Elementary is Santos Elementary, Clark Middle School, Alexander High School. So that information, you can put it right here. United ISD, Robert Santos, Robert J, Clark Middle, and Alexander.
Good information.
Now, if you know something about the living room, you could always put something here, a brief description, like in this case, high ceiling. Dining room.
Or fireplace, just in case if they have a fireplace.
Could be. Exactly.
Or fans? Ceiling fans?
Ceiling fans, you can. If it's got crown molding, something you want to put.
Something special of that.
Yes. Master bedroom, right here, you could put...
Same for dining room and what means KD combo? Kitchen dining.
Kitchen dining combo. If you have that, you could say, oh, it's got granite counters, kitchen island.
Or granite counter.
Master bedroom, this one we do have to place, so this is mandatory. Entry level, which is first floor.
Entry level is first floor, and if it's in second floor?
Then you put second.
Second floor, okay.
Second,
Okay.
Bedroom number one, let's say you have, I don't know, hardwood floors, you can put hardwood floors. Something that's gonna...
Special on that room?
Yes.
Okay.
Plantation shutters, automatic blinds, something. If you have a family room, is there a theater room? You could put here theater room or office space, flex room, gym, whatever you know you have.
Okay.
If you know there's a pet on the property, put yes. Let's say there's a dog, you could put dog and the breed. So I don't know, German Shepherd. So they are aware. Not that I have a German Shepherd, but...
And do you put if it's inside or outside or no?
You can. Right here, indoor dog, outdoor dog. Will be kettle when showing. If you know the directions, or you want to put directions to make it easier.
Making sure that the dog doesn't run away when you open the door.
Yes, or that he's loose in the backyard, or yes, dog loose in the backyard, that we don't go in. You know, because if that dog bites someone, you're liable. Yes, so it's always good.
But most of the time, they hold the pets when they'll
kettle them, or they'll tell you, no, you know what, don't go into the backyard.
You are not put that information about price per square foot? No. Or virtual tour, just in case if you made a virtual tour.
Yes.
Yes.
Virtual tour, we get this from the resource center, from Exit, and you could always copy and attach it here once it's up and running. So.
Oh, so you just copy and paste here in virtual tour so the people can see the virtual tour?
Yes.
Here is what you can including?
Yes. Let's say we were to bring this active today. Within 24 hours, Exit Resource Center picks it up, and you go to your. It says there, add a link or virtual tour, and you want to put the one that's unbranded, and you copy the link and paste it here.
Okay.
Okay.
IDX include?
Yes.
Yes.
So this way you could pick it up in the IDX.
Okay.
And what is
Ray, just in case if a client doesn't want his property to be advertising, then we have to put no in IDX, isn't it?
Yes, and you have to make sure that in the listing agreement, they have it as no. They don't want it on the MLS, or they don't want it on the website.
Okay. What about the lockbox on the top?
No, you don't put this information.
You don't have to put that information. Okay.
But you put lockbox serial number? No, just. Okay. Once you have all that, all this information comes in from your input sheet.
Where is the input sheet?
The input sheet is when you're going to do a listing. When you're first seeing the house or when you're taking pictures, you're looking at all the information.
You take with you those pages and you fill it when you are visiting the property.
When you're visiting the property, you're going to fill this in. It's the same thing that we're putting over there. Single family, zone, for sale, for rent. Basically, you fill this in when you're looking at the house.
Okay.
And when you're talking to the seller, you're trying to get as much information from them as possible. Is there an HOA? Yes. Okay, how much? Monthly, quarterly, yearly? Do you have a contact number? Okay. Any remarks? Maybe something you saw. In this case, let's say it's not granite, it's a quartz countertop with crown molding, something that you know is going to be rare. Oh, they have a mini split in the garage. Yes. And this is the information we're going to be inputting. This is all features. So basically, all this is what you're looking at right here. So anything you fill in here when you're at the house, you're going to transfer that to this. What happened?
Okay, aquí estamos.
Okay, so you're taking your input sheet and entering that information here. So in this case, we have a 2-story brick veneer, central electric heating system, central electric air, water heater, electric. Always double check to see what kind of water heater you have. Water, public water, sewer connection, underground utilities. Is there gas on the property? No. Some do, some don't. Is there cable TV? There is cable TV. It's overhead underground, sorry. No solar panels, none of this. Attic, I have access only.
You don't have storage area?
I don't have a storage.
Okay.
Now there's pull down stairs, and you could put pull down, permanent stairs. And this would probably give you pull down and storage. You know, most people do that. Basement, no. Foundation, slab. Roof type, composition shingles. Age, 5 to 10.
The client is going to give you that.
They're going to give you all that information. And if you get the webcam, you can see, okay, this house was built, and in this case, it was built in 2012. So the roof has never been replaced, so you know it's 10 years. Older homes, you might want to ask, let's say it was built in the 80s.
They could replace it.
Plus, you have to disclose that on the seller's disclosure.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, electronic features. There's an alarm system. There's cable TV wiring. Is there a satellite? No. Audio? And that it is. All right, Joe, have a good one.
Bye.
Home features is a newly decorated burglar bar, smoke detectors, ceiling fans, double pane windows, attic fan, skylight, anything else that you might have or you see here. Documents on file. Well, we know that the webcat gives us the legal description, so we have that.
No, nothing else?
Nothing else. I mean,
What if the owner has the
survey?
not appraisal but the survey?
No, you can take it, but you don't want to give away too much information right away.
Okay, so no.
So you just say
Better
legal
not to put it.
description. Yeah. If they're willing to pay for their survey or you want, you can say, we have a copy, here's this, I'll help you with that. It's a form of negotiating. Appliances, well, I did not leave the refrigerator, but it does have the dishwasher.
Okay, question. In appliances, you are gonna mark only the ones that are gonna stay with the house? No.
You're gonna mark what's in there right now.
Okay.
Because not everybody wants your appliances. They might have their own, but you could say, yes, there's a dishwasher, there's a built-in microwave, this is not going anywhere. There's a range, and or if you have anything else here. Now, if they come in at full price and they did not put a non-realty item, you might just want to double check with this buyer and ask them, are y'all gonna want the range? Are y'all gonna want the refrigerator? If they say no, then okay, we take them out, but get something in writing. If they're asking for it, then they have to put it in writing through a non-realty item addendum. Floors, well, there's carpet upstairs, there's tile downstairs, there's laminate wood upstairs. If you know this has any other type of floors, you put it in. Porch, there's a front porch and one in the rear. Or you could put not porch, but a patio. Fence, completely fence. In this case it's masonry, which is block. It's leveled. Kitchen features. There's an island. Tile counters. And that's it. Location, it's in the homeowners association. It's a gated community. Driveway, it's concrete. Financing, cash, conventional, FHA.
How do you know that?
FHA loans are up to $450,000, I believe. So as long as the house is under that amount, you could consider an FHA.
450,000.
And 50,000.
If it's more than that,
you don't do FHA.
you don't do FHA.
Unless your buyer is willing to pay the difference. Let's say it's a $500,000 home, but they want to come in, or let's say it's $600,000, but they're willing to put the $150,000 in. Then you could say, okay, they qualify for FHA.
What about VA?
VA also has a limit of 400 and something or 500. You have to check the website to see what's the new max that they cover. If you know your house is listed at 800,000, you just want to double check and say, okay, these do not qualify. It'll be more of a cash or conventional.
Where can you check that?
You could Google max amount FHA loan, and it gives you an amount. I think every year it increases a little bit. And the same thing, max amount for VA loan, and it'll give you an amount. Swimming pool, none. Possession at closing and upon funding. Showing instructions. So right here I put a lockbox, it's vacant. Show any time. And showing time scheduling. So if your seller gives you any other instructions, you put here listing office appointment, call for this listing agent appointment, listing agent must accompany. You must put all that information.
What about no sign? What it means?
On which one?
No sign.
Oh, no sign. They could say, no, I don't want to sign on my lawn.
Okay.
But you're letting the realtor know there's no sign, so you're not going to find a sign out there.
Yeah, some people don't like the sign because they don't want other people know that the house is
For
empty.
sale. Correct.
Yeah.
Amenities, well, it has a large master bedroom. Dining room, no. Rec room, great room, guest room, water softener. If there's a water softener, put here. Cabana, walk-in closets. Handicap design, wash and dryer hookups, yes. Workshop, swimming pool, pool with spa, sprinklers, front, back. Drip irrigation system, maid's quarters, separate apartment, none. Balapa, golf course. Right now, since there is water and light, you put water and light are available right now. That's all the basic information we have, and it's going to bring it here.
Where did you click it after you finish?
On save.
On save.
Yes. So once you input all this information, just save it, and it's going to bring it all down here. Instead of going line by line and filling it in, just do that whole thing, and it brings it in. Okay. So we know this is in the nature way, so yes. Single family home, it's $400 a year. Okay. In condos and townhomes, the same thing. I don't know why it says location first story, second story. But if you know who the contact is, I think one of the major contacts is Salinas Property Management. You put their information, the cam amount, and what exactly.
What is CAM?
CAM is certified, what is it? Association management. Okay, so let's say in this case, if I know it's $100 a month, you can put here.
That's besides the $400 a year?
No. This is only for condos and townhomes.
Oh, I see.
But you always try to get as much information. You put the amount and what it covers. Okay. They take care of yard maintenance, pool maintenance, insurance, gate access. It all covers it with your association. Financial, well, this is a lot of people I've seen put here FHA, conventional, VA cash, but it doesn't have an R, so I never use it, to be honest with you. Remarks, right here you put in your remarks.
Like a beautiful views
beautiful,
or
two-story
something.
home, brick veneer, gated community, private, no neighbors in the back, stuff that's going to sell the property. Agent remarks, you could put here 24 hours schedule showing 24 hours in advance, and only the agents are going to see that. Never put a combination if you have a lockbox or anything here, because people will show up at any time without scheduling through showing time. So never ever give out condos. If the legal description is long, you continue down here. That's it. Let's see.
Zoning,
it's not required. But see, there's no option, so I don't know what exactly they mean.
So if this is not required, it's better not to put any information.
Yeah. So if it only if it has an R, you know it, put it in. Okay. Now once you have all this, you could do a save as partial. I'm not gonna save it.
Save as partial means
you're still working on it.
You're still working on it.
Yes. Okay, so you save as partial, then it's gonna say continue working or finish. If you finish, you can always come back and finish inputting, or you just want to save it and continue working. I usually save the first part, and once I have that, then I go to add pictures.
Wait. Where is?
Right here.
Let me just a minute. Let me catch it with my camera. Okay, you go to add edit pictures.
Add edit pictures.
You click on it, and then
right here, these are going to be your pictures. Okay, so you're going to add up to 30 pictures.
What is the minimum of pictures that you have to input? There is no minimum?
Up to 30. Minimum is 10.
10 to up to 30.
Up to 30, yes. But the minimum is 10 for residential, 5 for land. So, but minimum, you need to input 10 pictures. First picture must always be the front of the house. And if you have a rendering, you could use that as the second picture. see, I don't think I have my pictures here because this is not my computer. But let's just see. Let's say I was going to use these pictures. You just start upload. And there's. So you could click up to 8
Now,
pictures.
in that picture of the front of the house, right?
Yes.
In order to don't get a fine, you need to have a clear view, not cars in front.
No cars, no nothing.
No
Unless you know that car is not movable, it's not operable. You try to make it clear as possible to get the front of the house, and let Michelle know or MLS know that this car's not working. So we're using this right now, but the owner's not willing to move it. And you know, let the owners know also is if you see the house, are you going to be able to move that car? No. Okay, let's make a special provision and have them sign an initial that the car's not moving, and they're not going to move it until sold or something along that case.
Okay.
Okay, so once you have this picture, then you could upload many more pictures if you want. Then you could just click all the pictures you want.
At the same time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you could do more. I mean, but it slows it down. I usually do about 7 to 8. Once I have them in order, I don't know which ones I want to use, and I start selecting them. Okay, so it brings them in. Okay, let's say we're done with all the pictures. You have them uploaded. You go back to maintaining listing.
Wait. I lost that. After you got the pictures, where you go?
Oh, maintaining listing, back to the
Yeah,
first one.
just a minute. Maintaining listing, you click on that, and then?
And then, again, you're going back to the first page. If everything is ready, you're already reviewed, double checked everything, triple checked, then right here you want to
the status change it to active. And it is when the MLS get your
MLS number. Yes. So once you have it active,
you don't have to click on it because you're gonna get in problems.
Exactly. Then you go to save and save listing, and then it's gonna ask you verify the listing date and expiration date. You verify that, and then you save. It'll take about no more than 5-10 seconds, and it'll give you an MLS number.
Okay. When you are working on the listing, can you save it? How do you call it? Save it temporarily, partial work next day, for example.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You could always work on a partial. I think it gives you up to a year.
Oh.
So let's say you start working with someone, they want to list your house. They want to list their house, but you know what, Ray? I'm going to be out of town, but come tomorrow. But I don't want it seen on the MLS until 2 weeks from now, or let's say next month. Okay, you're going to take the listing. They're going to sign the date, and in the listing agreement, there's a part that says when will it be on the MLS. In this case, you're going to say, okay, today's the 19th. It'll be available October 1st. You're going to put 11 days before they bring it on the MLS. And you're going to put a reason why. Seller will be out of town. They're making ready. They're not finished, but here's everything. And at this time, you can start getting as much information from the house and start entering here. If you hire a photographer, have them go when the house is ready. Or you go take the pictures, and this way that's the last thing you do, and then by the 1st you make it active. Okay,
and then you put all the information in the MLS on October 1st, which was going to be the date that you agree with the client.
Yes, correct. So right here under general, never use today's date.
Or listing date?
Listing date. I mean, you have it listed, but this is going to get you in trouble.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
So let's say you sign today, but you do check off that box where it says won't be available until the 1st. Then you put the listing date on the 1st.
On the 1st, when it's going to be on the MLS.
On the MLS.
It's better because then you don't get in problems.
You don't get in trouble because then they're going to tell you, Okay, why is it that you have it listed on the 19th, but it didn't become active until this day? Then you got to show them, okay, no, yes, it was. We signed it, but by then they already have a red flag, and you have to prove to them why. So if you sign it today, and you know it's not going to be able to the 1st, then you know what? Put it on the 1st.
Yes, okay.
And
How much time do you have since from the moment you sign with the client to when you have to update it on the MLS?
1 day.
It, from one day to the next one, or the same day has to be?
1 day to the next. So let's say today we don't check anything off. We don't say it's going to be available to put on the MLS in 5 days. You mark the first box. You have 24 hours to get it on the MLS.
Okay. If you don't do it, how much they charge you?
$500.
$500.
$500 fine. So if you know the house is not ready, you know you have to take pictures, you know you have to get ready, then you know what? Give yourself some time, give yourself 3 days, or tell them, you know what? Let's put it on the market Monday. That's when everybody sees it. Or, you know, in this case, if you know you could have it ready by tomorrow or Wednesday, then say, you know what? Yes, let's get it on the market by Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, people are starting to get it ready for the weekend, and they don't see them as often as they do on Monday.
What about the people who doesn't want the property to be advertising in the MLS?
Then right there, you would have to put the option that we saw earlier. IDX include?
No. But you have to upload the listing anyway in this.
You have to, and you send only those pages to Michelle stating my client does not want it on the MLS.
So you feel all what we did with this listing same or no?
Do we do what, I'm sorry?
Let's say like your house was going to be not in the MLS. Will you do all that we did right now to fill all the info? No.
No, I would.
What you do?
I would just put a for sale sign on there, and once it is sold, instead of putting standard here, you put once it's sold, you're gonna put sold, non-MLS sold. And
but you don't have to let them know to the MLS or the association that you have a non-MLS listing?
No.
No?
No, but you cannot use your realtor sign.
Or what sign are you going to be in that case?
You're going to put a for sale by owner, just a regular sign.
By owner.
But you cannot use a realtor sign or something that says realtor MLS logo. None of that, because you are misrepresenting the public. And you would have to say no, because it's not on the MLS.
So if you put for sale by owner, but with your phone number, or with what phone number information there?
To avoid problems, I will use my wife's number.
I see.
But you still have to disclose that I am a realtor when you're doing the contract. This, you don't enter any of this until it's sold. And when it's sold non-MLS, you only need one picture of the front.
Okay, and you fill all the information after it was sold.
After it's sold. When it's sold on MLS, there's no listing office. So you cannot use this. You put in, you have to use it to save it, and then you have to call Michelle and let her know, hey, it was sold non-MLS. So that means it was never listed. But they do give credit to the selling agent. So once you sell it, you would have to close it and put who sold the property for you.
So do you fill the information about your broker's company or no? Just your name?
No. You don't put, since it's a non-MLS, Michelle will change this to read agent non-MLS, and no office information comes out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically the information you use to enter the.
Once you have the listing, if you receive a offer, what do you have to do?
If there's an option period, you change it from active.
From active
to, where are you? Once you have it active, okay, you receive an offer, you're gonna send it to option show.
Option show means there's
There's a
an offer taken in
yes.
consideration.
And see right here, since we're not, it hasn't been active, it's not going to give me the option to put it as option show.
Yeah.
Okay, so but once you do receive an offer, it goes to option show.
Option show, and once the offer is accepted, then
once the offer is
pending. What's next? Pending?
Then it goes to pending. After the option period finishes, you put it as pending.
And then after it got closed, sold.
Then you put sold. Yes,
okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you have it as pending but it falls through, then you
go back to active.
Back on market.
Back on market.
Back
Okay.
on market. Yes. If you're working with commercial, it's not called option show. It's called feasibility period. Okay, so this is for commercial. There's no option show. So if you have a building, let's say we're selling this building, it's 45 days, you're in the feasibility period.
That means you are considering one offer.
Yes, it means it's already contracted and people are doing their studies, their inspections. It's like the option period, but in commercial they call it feasibility period.
What of feasibility not show?
The same thing. You could have it contracted, but you don't want anybody else seeing it, just the buyer that's in there. So
and the one on top, active limited service.
Active
the second one,
service,
that one.
This one, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what this
Never
is.
used it before.
Never. So back on the market, if it falls through, active exclusive agency. This means, yes, I have the listing, but at the same time, the seller himself could sell the property.
Okay, can have a seller and buyer at the same time.
Exactly. But if we're active exclusive agency, that means he could bring in his buyer and they don't have to pay us a commission. Okay,
that means active exclusive agency, that means you have the buyer and the seller already.
No. Let's say I'm selling my house like I am, but I use active exclusive agency. I could say, you know what? I brought in the buyer. I'm not going to pay my realtor commission. Why? Because I brought in the buyer. I sold it to my friend. I sold it to my family.
Feasibility show.
Feasibility show. It's the same as this. I don't know why they have it duplicated. So you're just letting them know it's feasibility period. Obviously sold non-MLS,
and rented non-MLS.
Non-MLS.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the status. But yeah, after active, you get an offer, you put it as option show if there's a option period.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that is that. I'm gonna close this. Do you want to save changes? No. If I had saved it and you want to go back to working on it, you go to your listings. Go to partials, and it will appear right here. And you know what? It did save it. So
and then you can open it again and work on it.
Yeah, let's see, it saved it como quiera as a partial, which I didn't want.
Can you use that one for another listing?
It saved it. Okay. Well, I didn't want it there, and now. It does not disappear. Can I delete it? Select an option. Add to routine. Nope. It does not let me delete it. So it's going to stay here for a year.
But you can open it again to when you have a new listing and you could input all the information of that real listing there, isn't it? And use it.
Correct.
Okay, perfect.